Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Stable video. In this video we have a brand new Star Stable game blog, so without further ado, let's get straight into it. So as you guys can see here, it says January 2026 blog, Marchenghast, Connemara, and horse feedback. So let's get straight into it. So starting off with the Marchenghast, right here it says, it's time for a third update about the upcoming new area, Marchenghast, or Marchenghast. The initial release is drawing near, and there will be multiple releases, so I'd like to share the details with you. We knew going into this project that it would be large, and after brainstorming comes to the scoping down to reality. Even then, during the production, you begin to scope down further, and the nice to have start getting crossed out as the project's complexity becomes more apparent. In the case of Marchenghast, we realized to hit our goal of opening the area in February, we would have to cut so much out that it would start badly impacting the experience, and this is not what we're aiming for. So we decided to split the project into chunks. The first chunks will still happen in February. Marchenghast will make its release on February 11th, along with the initial experience. The following week, on February 18th, the journey will continue with the release of the next part of the content. The second chunk will also be released over 2 weeks, but it will come a bit later. Right now we're aiming for April/May after the Equestrian Festival. So basically what they realized is that the Marchenghast is such a big project, and they want to make it as best as possible for the players. So if we want to have the best area, the best storyline quest, and have the best time, we're going to need to wait for them to add things in and do the finishing touches while they're releasing the stuff they already have made. So on the first week, we're obviously going to get the castle, we're going to get probably the horses, the sets, maybe not even all the sets, and probably get the first part of the storyline. But to have the best experience, they're going to have to hold it off and just keep on working on it, or else it's just not going to be as fun for us, and they want it to be the most fun for us. So even though it may be devastating that we have to wait longer, it's for the better so we have a better time. So I honestly don't blame Star Stable for this. I like that they're working hard on it. And then here we have some photos of probably the chore board or the task board that they're going to have. That looks very nice. I love how they have all the updated stuff. This is going to be the most updated place in Marchenghast. And this might be a part of one of the sets that's going to be releasing soon. So that's also going to be cool here. And then this little paragraph right here is basically what I just talked about. So we don't need to read that. And then we also have some little background on how they made the Connemara right here. The first thing that Star Stable does while making a horse breed is look for the body shape, the build, and the conformation, all that stuff. So as you can see, they went for an intelligent, hardy, and the Connemaras tend to be especially popular as show jumpers. So that is why they went with the sporty build, and that's what most players requested to have them anyway. So there we go. And then after they do that, they make a silhouette and the textures of the Connemara. So they make a rough sculpture and basically make the general build, border chest, neck, head shape, and all of that during this stage. And then after they do that, they start researching some details. So they start by making sketches of main styles, how they could shape the Connemara's personality, like their special move, or their lush manes, or how they're on a shorter side, or a simple look. Basically everything. Once they have the basic build, they move on to the personality and the smaller details and that stuff. And then they also go into the eye colors here, for example, light brown, green, blue, amber, orange, light gray, and dark brown. Those are some examples of the Connemara's eyes that they chose. So that's their little stages of how they made the Connemaras. Of course, there's way more to it, but that's just kind of the basic breakdown. And then, of course, they also took our information from their Instagram post on on what we want for the Connemaras, including what kind of personality, what kind of riding style, what coat colors, and what body conformation should it have. So they ask us all that so they can give us what we want. So the three main coat colors that we asked for was gray flea bitten, gray dappled, and palomino, which we did get all three of those. And then for the body and conformation, the message was clear. Players would want long, lean limbs with a muscular and refined build. And then personality-wise, the top request was cheeky, goofy, and playful. That's how they got those mischievous, bouncy movements. And then for the riding style was split. Everyone found a fair interest in dressage, eventing, show jumping, and all around. So then they had to do research, and since the Connemars are so popular at show jumping, that helped shape their final sporty build and movements. So anyway, without further ado, that's the whole game blog for January 2026. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!